Okay. Am I in Germany right now, Matt, or not? I am.
You're in the hills of southern New York here in Lake Pier.
I am in New York, guys, and I am not just anywhere in New York, but I am at the Timberwolf World Headquarters.
One and only, yes sir.
Yeah, so guys, I want to introduce you to a very nice man. His name is Matt Timmons. He is the owner of Timberwolf, one of the nation's largest and most respected firewood machine company. You make world-class splitters, processors, conveyors. What the heck?
Yeah, a few other things too. So.
Yeah, so here I am. So Matt, tell me about Timberwolf. All right, how long have you been the owner of Timberwolf? What's going on here?
Well, I bought Timberwolf, it'd be 8 years ago now, 2017, and it was kind of a dying company when I bought it. It was almost shut down, and it's always been a name I'd known since I was a kid, really. Splitting firewood with my dad, and opportunity came to buy it, and I thought, I was already in the business building conveyors and wood splitters, so what the hell, we'd go and buy it and kind of resurrect the name.
Oh, wow. You are a firewooder at heart.
That's about all I know, really, is firewood and welding at this point.
Well, you had guys, we're going to take you on a tour here. We have a lot of cool machines to look at. But what I've learned about Matt is this guy does everything. He is your computer nerd. You're into CAD. You can draw up like scientific designs, and you can put them to steel and get them welded together in hydraulics and conveyors and the like. So this is a very impressive operation. And Matt, maybe you could take us inside, show us around.
Yeah, well, let's do it. We'll head on inside and give you a tour of the shop.
Yep. All right, here we go, guys. All right, Matt, we are in a big building with welders and steel. So what are we looking at here?
Well, this is kind of the start of the operation down here. So this is our weld shop. All of our sawing and burning is done in a different building. Everything comes in this door.
Yeah.
And right behind us, you can see the box truck. And then we got 4 or 5 guys welding on here, and it moves that way.
All right. Let's walk this way, and you tell me what we're looking at here.
All right. So this here is our first station, so everything gets tacked up. So right now we're tacking up Pro MP power frame. This is where the engine sits on the Pro MP. So we got a guy tacking right here, and then it moves down this way. Once it gets tacked, it moves on to the weld station here. Now we're welding up. This is a trailer section to the Pro MP getting welded up right now.
All right.
And then over here, after a few things get put together, we've got a finished Pro MP frame right there. That's 4,500 pounds of steel in that frame.
Oh, wow. So this is a firewood processor that's been assembled, and now it's just going to go on to the next step, right?
Yeah, from here, it's going to go down there, and it's going to get sandblasted, and then it's going to get primed, and then painted red.
All right. All right. And I see here we got a bunch of an assortment of parts. We got rollers, and these are all different parts to processors right here.
Yeah, we got rollers, hydraulic tanks, table grates, top roll slides, even some splitter parts there. Those are block lifts. We do a lot of different parts in this building. I think it's 350 different weldments all together.
Yeah.
Out of 4 guys, so it's usually a busy spot.
All right. What's all this over here, Matt?
So we got hanging, these are what we painted today, hanging on the rack. This is alpha table grates. It bolts onto the end of the alpha, lets you do re-splitting or sorts all the debris out of them. So they're hanging up there. These are painted this morning, so you can actually touch them now, but they're not fully cured yet.
Okay, so these are knives off. These are going to be on your splitters.
Yeah, alpha, the HP series, as well as the Pro MB processor. They all share the same wet.
Okay.
All right, so everything we do is sandblast, so that gives us a really good finish on the paint. This is our sandblast booth, so we got a reclaim system up there, and this is one of the hardest jobs in the shop, actually. Nobody likes doing it. It's like playing in a sandbox.
Oh my gosh, I could stay in here all day, Matt. Okay, so this is sandblasting in here.
Yeah, so everything gets blasted. Sometimes the rack will move in here, or the smaller parts will go on this bin, get sandblasted up. Big fan takes all the dust out, and then from there, we're going to clean it off, prime it, and then paint it.
Okay. And you said sandblasting is kind of important. Is that right?
Yeah. So if you don't sandblast properly, it doesn't matter how good of a paint you put on, it's not going to stick. So sandblasting really makes it adhere.
Okay.
That goes into our paint shop right here, as you can see, paint shop. And right now, we're taking our prime, which you can see gray in there, and our painter Jay, he's making them black.
All right. And I can hear some air movers going on inside, huh?
Yeah, it's about 27,000 CFM blowing through there to get all the fumes out.
Okay. So Matt, we are in your inventory room, and the one thing you had told me that I was just really impressed are these round things back here that you call cylinders. You don't buy these, you make them.
Yeah, we make those up at our machine shop. Right behind us we got the 5-inch cylinders. We make the 5-inch cylinder and then the 4-inch cylinder. 5-inch by 26-inch stroke. We make it ourselves. I think we get a better quality that way, and we can build them the way we want them. So we got true 1-inch bungs with a real 1-inch hole. Lets that fluid get out of that cylinder, reducing back pressure. And then, you know, we're using 1/2-inch thick body material. Solid 3.5-inch rod. It's just a really high quality cylinder. It's the heart of the machine, so you really got to have a good cylinder on a firewood splitter.
I find this amazing. So you just don't buy these. It just seems like it would be easy to buy them, but you make them yourself, and you have the team and the skills and the ability. I'd imagine that these are pretty tight tolerances on them.
Yeah, 1/1000th of an inch on the pistons and the glands. You know, it was a decision we made 4 or 5 years ago, and I tell you, it was a hard decision. One of the hardest things I ever did, learning how to make a cylinder.
Oh my gosh.
But now we got it done. We know how to do it. Our team knows how to do it. We have the equipment. It saves us some money, gets us a better quality product, and we have full control over it.
That's excellent. All right, Matt, what am I looking at here? This, I think I know what this is, but there's something special about this.
This is a drive roller off our conveyors, and what you got going on here, if you look real careful, the center is taller than the outsides by about 1/4 inch from here to there.
Okay.
And what that does, it helps the conveyor track better. So it pulls the belt to the center, keeping it from walking left to right. That makes the belt last a lot longer.
Yeah, anyone that has a conveyor with a rubber drive belt knows that they're always tracking one way or the other. It's hard to keep them in the center. But you have figured out, I can feel the high point in here. You have figured out that putting this taper helps keep it aligned.
Yep, makes a big difference.
And you make these here?
Yeah, we buy tube, weld this 1.5-inch rod into it, 1/2-inch plates on the outside, and then turn down the keyway. You can see right here, that's for your motor, 1-inch key. And once it's all welded up and that's turned down, we put it in the big lathe and run that through. It takes about 9 minutes per roller.
So you use this style on all of your conveyors, no matter what machine they're on?
Yeah, integrated conveyor, the full 32-footer all the way down to the 12. It's all the same roller. Keeps our, you know, inventory costs down.
Okay.
So.
All right, and I just see an assortment of parts for machines that are just, you keep them in here until it's time to assemble, right?
That's right. It's, you know, we try to keep a lean inventory, but, you know, we got 350 different weldments to make, so we got to have some inventory to let assembly keep going.
Yeah. Okay, so now it seems like we want to go this way or this way.
Well, over that way, we've got our priming booth, and one day soon we'll also have our paint booth out there, always trying to make things a little better.
Okay.
And then straight ahead, we've got our assembly bay. So you choose, Joe.
Well, let's go to the assembly area.
All right.
All right. Okay, Matt. We are standing in front of a very good-looking processor. This is the Pro
MP
XL. So this is being made for a customer. This
right.
one's already sold and it's getting ready to be shipped out. So why don't we turn the camera and why don't you tell us what's going on here? This is an impressive looking machine.
Well, this here, it's a mid-sized firewood processor. We're standing at the control panel. We're not quite done yet, so there's some things missing over here like the wedge and the table grate, but we're most of the way there. So all hydraulic valves on the control, pretty straightforward and simple, so down the road easy to fix. You know, years down the road you have some troubles. Full gauge set here, saw pressure, saw bar pressure, and your splitter pressure, and then E-stop to kill the engine right over here. Bar oil pump, and you can adjust the flow, so in the wintertime you have it wide open, then you choke it down in the summer as it gets warmer.
Sure. So you have a real aggressive set of rollers for this infeed. I see you got a chain infeed. And then tell me what's going on here. Is this patented, or what's the deal with this?
That's a patented top roll clamping system, we call it, and it's actually driven in synchrony or harmony with this lower roller. So both rollers work together to pull that log through.
Yeah,
so
any type of crook or a knot or something that keeps the cleats from getting onto it, you can take over with this.
Yeah, once you get it inside the roller, it's going to go. It doesn't really matter how crooked it is. Sometimes you might have a little trouble getting it in, but once it's in, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Chain drive top, and underneath here there's a chain drive for the lower. Both motors are the same size, so they spin at the same speed. And then there's a 24-inch cylinder up there. So this will lift up to a 24-inch opening, and that gives you, up to 24 inches around. You can cut and process with a 27-inch bar.
Okay. You had told me the price on this, and I paused because it sounded too inexpensive. So here's what I learned on YouTube, though, guys. I'm going to put the link to their website. You can see the price, what it is today, because you might be seeing this video like 2 years down the road, all right? But this is affordable, man. When you think about processors that are much smaller, and you're in the game with this machine.
We're trying to be as aggressive as possible on our pricing here. We invested, we got vertical integration, real efficient, lean operation, and the price that we have, it's not because we cheapened up the machine. We're just more productive and efficient at making it, and that allows the customer a little bit extra money in their pocket when they're done.
Yeah. What engine is on this then, Matt? This is a Kohler?
Yeah, this is a Kohler. It's a fuel-injected engine, 38 horsepower, twin cylinder.
This is gasoline?
This is a gasoline, yeah.
Okay.
Standard engine is the Honda 20 horsepower. That's on the Pro MP. And then 22 horsepower is the Pro MP X. And then the XL jumps up to 38 horsepower.
Yeah. So this machine is really pointed at, I would say a homeowner, but certainly a smaller, or maybe a person getting started with a firewood yard, or that they've gotten to the point where they want to buy their first processor. I mean, this could be it, right?
Yeah, it's a great entry-level firewood processor. It's can handle logs up to 24 inches in diameter. It's a 16-foot trough, so 30-foot tree all day long. You can start with it, and you can grow it, and take your business pretty far with a machine like this. So.
Heck yeah. Okay, Matt, now what?
We got our final room back there, and that's our conveyor assembly room and
conveyors
assembly. So I'll show you guys
Let's
that.
go look. If there's one thing I think of with Timberwolf, your conveyors, you got it going on with your conveyors. You've got them figured out.
First product we ever made was conveyors 10 years ago. So this is a 12-footer. You can see section here, everything's ready. Those tapered rollers down here, idler at the bottom, and then a driven roller at the top. It's always better to pull that belt up rather than push it from the bottom.
Yeah.
Big bolt-on hopper, so you can get a lot of wood in here.
And these are tough. You can really bang the heck out of these things.
Yeah, full 1/8-inch steel, and they're ribbed underneath for support. 20-inch wide belt. Paddles are standard on them. And then Honda 5.5 horsepower GX 160 power pack with a hydraulic wedge or a hydraulic lift cylinder.
And these will run all day on a tank of gas.
Or more, yeah. They're super efficient. You can really run them at like quarter throttle, and they do real well down there.
So. All right, Matt, this looks really nice, and I'm excited to be here, but you know what? I mean, we're around all of these machines. I think maybe you got any that we can get fired up and run some firewood through it.
Well, I think we got some blocks and maybe even Alpha on the hill there, so let's go up and see her work.
Okay.
So we're heading up to what we call the hill here. It's above our shop, and this
is
where we do all of our testing, R&D, prototyping, kind of just our firewood playground up here.
So this is inventory. This is getting ready to be sold.
This one's getting ready to ship out. This is a Pro HD XL. It's the biggest machine we make. Just a few odds and ends get buttoned up, and then it's going to get shipped out. Might even be going to England, this one.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So you ship out of the country.
Yeah, we break it down, we put them to shipping containers and send them overseas.
And you had just said that you just got back from Idaho, where you had just delivered a processor.
Yeah, I was there about 4 days ago.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so now here we are. This is the Alpha 6. So Matt, I have never seen the Alpha 6 in person, and this is a big, impressive machine. But I think what makes this so impressive for me is when I look at the website and I see the price. This is noticeably a lot more affordable than some of the other companies. Got these big, powerful machines. Are they bigger and faster? Yes. But when you look at the price, when you look at everything involved, I think you can't take your eye off the Alpha 6. Is that fair to say?
I think from a, value aspect for a 20 horsepower, a twin cylinder log splitter, the Alpha, is definitely a good value proposition.
Yep.
Is it the fastest machine on the market? From a hydraulic standpoint, no, but it makes up for a lot of that in the ergonomics. And then from a splitting ability, it's as strong as any of them. So it's really a, still a high quality machine. Honda engine, in my opinion, you can't get any better than that. 5-inch cylinder, cross valves made in Kansas, still a top of the line machine. It just doesn't have some of the cutting edge hydraulics that the others have to make it go faster.
Yeah, I like the placement of the valves, though. Easy to get at, nice on the shoulder, I guess. And so you have a box wedge on these and a pullback arm?
Yeah, that's a box wedge, or your standard 4 or 6-way wedge as well. The box wedge.
Oh wow, I just saw how that works. I didn't notice that, Matt.
Yeah, we've got a good, we call it a step back.
Yeah.
So you've got your initial split. That's going to cut 4.5 inches off the bottom of your round and split it in half. And then your outer wings, they're about 4 inches back from that split. And then your inner wings are 5 inches back further. So you're never doing more than 2 cuts at once.
Yeah, you're not shoving the whole log through at the same time.
So it really helps in like that really nasty wood. It really helps go through having that stagger back like that.
Yeah. Okay. And it has a log lift.
Yeah, that's a hydraulic log lift, and that'll go up flat, and you can use it. If you got some big logs, you can use a log lift, or if you're doing a lot of smaller wood, you can use it as a working table.
Yeah.
Kind of, we've spent a lot of time thinking of the ergonomics of it. So you're standing here. For a box wedge, that's great. You're just right here. You're away from the action. It's real safe, and then you're not bent over. The guy running the machine, he really doesn't have much to do all day. Just move this valve. So
yeah.
It takes about 2 guys to feed this machine to really, keep the wood pumping through it.
Yeah, I can see that. So how about this? How about we fire this thing up, and I'll watch you run some logs through it. How does that sound?
All right, then maybe you run some through afterwards.
Or maybe that too. Okay, Matt, that was fun. I see. Let's look at the kind of wood we just made. So this is all through the box wedge. It's not like bundle size, I guess, but it's, I think this is right at the upper end of what you would take to a restaurant.
The, big 40, 50, 60-inch rounds, you put them in here, you feed them through, you work them through nice, you get good even split fire out the back.
Yeah.
If you're having an employee run it or something, you don't have to worry about the safety or the wood quality. The wood's going to be consistent throughout. So
yeah,
that's really the advantage. This wedge pops out real easy in the pullback arm. you just take off the snapper and it slides out, and then you can put on the 2-way, the 4-way, or the 6-way. So if you
and that's adjustable, right?
Fully adjustable, 8 inches of travel up and down. So if you got some big monsters, you can split them in half real quick and then feed them through nice and easy with the box wedge. So
okay. And the market has responded to the Alpha 6, right? You're selling a lot of these. This is a big deal for you.
Yeah, this is really the, pretty much half of the company's revenue comes from the Alpha, so it's done us real well. 6-7 years it's been out now. We've been moving upwards of 200 plus machines every year, all across the country and overseas. So it does good for us, and hope to continue seeing it do good. We always are improving, making things a little better.
Yeah.
So we'll see what we do next year.
Okay, so you have updated pricing on your website. So I'm going to put the link there, guys. You can check out the price on these and look at the price. They're affordable. They are. And I'm all about affordable prices here, guys. All right, well, Matt, I want to thank you for having me out here at your world headquarters in, where are we at? Marathon, New York?
Marathon, New York.
Marathon, New York, guys. I am really impressed with this whole setup here. This is high tech. Computerized CAD designs and laser cutters and all the like. This is very impressive. You have a lot to be proud of, Matt. This is a big deal.
Well, appreciate that, Joe, and I appreciate you coming out here and visiting with us.
Heck yeah, man. So you're going to be, we have some trade shows coming up. You're going to be, where are you going to be?
Next show we got, I believe, is in Gaylord, Michigan. I think it's the Michigan Timber Producers Association.
All right.
August 9th, and then Boonville weekend after that. So.
Okay. And then any chance that maybe next spring you'll be at, the International Firewood Expo in Cortland, Ohio?
Well, absolutely. We did our first one this spring. It was a good time, good turnout. So
it was nice, wasn't it?
It was real good.
It was real
beautiful
nice.
Weather, too.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh.
It has never rained at the International Firewood Expo.
You better find a piece of wood, Joe, and knock on that.
Matt, well, thank you for having us out, and your team is just A1 operation here. This has been a lot of fun. All right, guys, I'm putting everything in the description. Go ahead and click on it. And if you have any questions or comments from Matt, he follows the channel. He'll be able to answer them. And if you have any interest in any of these machines, give his team a call, or I guess your local dealer.
Yeah, we got quite a few dealers across the country, so you can, ask them. They're pretty knowledgeable as well. So.
All right, guys. Everyone have a, Matt, where's your, there we go. Have a great day.
All right.